Dayton Police Chief Richard Beal has appeared now at the news conference. Let's go to him live.
To assist us in finding two missing persons, Nichelle McKnight and Zayden McKnight. Today at 11:25 a.m., the Dayton Police Department received a Crime Stoppers tip from an unknown caller stating he had been an acquaintance of Antoine Anderson and that Anderson frequented the Barrington Apartments on Riverside Drive. The caller stated the Barrington Apartments were currently boarded up and slated for demolition. The Dayton Police Department detectives immediately responded to the area, and while walking along the riverbank, observed what appeared to be a body of a deceased person at approximately 4365 Riverside Drive. Personnel from the Dayton Fire Department, Montgomery County Coroner's Office, and Montgomery County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene to assist. The body of a lone female was recovered by the Dayton Fire Department personnel. While at the scene, the deceased person was positively identified as Nichelle McKnight. The next of kin, Michelle Williams, was immediately notified. On-scene review of Ms. McKnight's body revealed evidence of intentional traumatic injury. The missing case involving Ms. McKnight is now being investigated as a homicide. There was no evidence located to determine the whereabouts of Zayden McKnight. We are once again asking the public to assist us in locating Zayden McKnight. Michelle Williams, the mother of Nichelle McKnight, is requesting privacy at this time of her deep loss. Any citizens with information regarding Zayden McKnight or the homicide of Nichelle McKnight are asked to immediately call Crime Stoppers at 222-STOP, that's 937-222-STOP, or the Dayton Police Department at 937-333-1079. Okay, that concludes my statement.
Chief, obviously there were boats in the water after that body was found. You said that there wasn't
I'm sorry, you start over there because I'm not...
Boats in the water?
Boats in the water. Okay, I thought you said both. Okay.
Is there any, obviously, is there a thought that Zayden could be still in that area even though he wasn't located today?
We really don't know. We have no idea. We certainly wanted to check the river all the way for about a half a mile downstream and the possibility that his body could be located. However, we saw no evidence that his body was in the area.
So what's next then for investigators? Are you going to be searching other areas?
That really has remained to be seen. Once again, we are asking for assistance from the public. We will be sending an alert for all jurisdictions that share the waterway from the Stillwater River all the way through the Great Miami south to basically alert them to be on the lookout for any possible body that may be found along the river. So we're certainly hoping that other jurisdictions will be attentive to the waterway and alert us if they see anything of this nature.
Did her body give any indication as to how she was killed?
And that is absolutely part of the investigation, and I will not reveal that.
How long do you expect an autopsy to take in this case?
The autopsy will be performed tomorrow morning. We will be present for that autopsy.
The phone call that you received, how pinpoint was it to where the body was found?
It was not precise at all. It just said you may want to check these apartments. In fact, not only we looked at the riverbank, we were also going inside of the apartments themselves. Any apartment that we were able to get access to, we searched.
Talk about the reaction then from Nichelle's family. Obviously, to ask for privacy, this has got to be a tough time.
I was not there for that, so I really can't speak. Obviously, heartbroken.
In terms of cases that homicide detectives have been investigating here recently in Dayton, where does this one rank? I mean, a 25-year-old woman and a 4-year-old.
Well, because we have every reason to believe the 4-year-old is also not alive. I mean, this is brutal. This is brutal.
You put boats in the water again when the river goes down, or?
Yeah, that's certainly our thought, is that we will go back to the river as the water level declines and do another search. And again, how far down the river really determines once we get in the water and have a better idea of what the water flow is and what the possibilities are.
Obviously, this was really close to where you guys were looking at already on your own yesterday.
Yes, yes, and that was really the results of some pretty high-level technical evaluation based on telephone, cell records, and determining where phones were and what areas they were at. So this was a lot of analysis went into helping to identify this area.
Obviously, the public was a help in finding Nichelle McKnight's remains. Hopeful that they will be helpful again here.
Actually, the public was actually helpful in alerting that this missing case was likely a homicide. So the public has been with us all along the way in this case, and we're once again asking for any assistance out there to help find Zayden.
Chief, would you mind giving a description of the child one more time in the event someone may know?
Well, I think I go back. It's a 4-year-old child, male child. This is his picture.
Any idea what he might have been wearing on the day of?
I'll have to. We do have a description of clothing, and I'm going to have the folks in homicide, Wendy Stiver or Sergeant Blomel, follow up with that information. So we'll get that for you before you go. Okay, thank you.
All right, so there you have it. You've been watching and listening live to Dayton Police Chief Richard Beal confirming what we quite frankly have feared here for the past few days. The body of the missing mother, Nichelle McKnight, her body positively ID'd, found late this morning along the riverbank in the 4300 block of Riverside Drive. So she is now confirmed dead. The search continues for her still missing 4-year-old son, Zayden. 2 News continues right after this.